Now we have already understood about the two of the important Councils Act, Indian Councils Act 1861 and 1892, of which I told you that 1861 is way more important, and this is something non-negotiable that you can just even think about leaving, right? Now we focus on next one, which is your Indian Councils Act 1909. Indian Councils Act. We have understood about the reason behind using the term Indian Councils. Okay. Now this is also known by some other names. For example, this is also known as Morley-Minto reforms. इतना तो आपको, even if you let's say do not know these personalities, let's say you have not done your modern Indian history, so if we just try to understand कि चलो ठीक है, आपको इतना तो समझ आ रहा है कि these are the name of persons, ठीक है, and who were these persons? Lord Morley was the Secretary of State for India, and you know Secretary of State for India हमारे पास कहाँ से आए? Just going back, ये आपको मैंने कराया था, सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट फॉर इंडिया बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1858 बाय अबॉलिशिंग द ऑफिस ऑफ सीओडी एंड बीओसी. सो ये चीज़ें आपको इंटरलिंक करती रहनी है, प्लीज डू नॉट फॉरगेट देम, अदरवाइज थोड़ा सा लिंकेज प्रॉब्लम यू माइट फेस. एंड लॉर्ड मिंटो was the viceroy. We also know that the post of Governor General of India was redesignated as the viceroy by the Government of India Act 1858. ठीक है. Now they have come up with these reforms and therefore उनके नाम पर ही ये पड़ा. यहाँ पे क्या था? It was a kind of their first attempt to bring in a representative kind of a system in the governance, which earlier was not there. So what are the features, let's say, or what are the provisions that they had here? Firstly, अगर आपको एक तो इंडियन काउंसिल्स है, विच मीन्स हमें वी नीड टू हैव मोर एंड मोर इंडियंस इन द काउंसिल, दैट इज़ वेरी क्लियर. सो ऑफकोर्स यू नीड मोर रिप्रेजेंटेशन. सेकेंडली, नाउ यू ऑल्सो वांट अ काइंड ऑफ अ गवर्नमेंट विच इज़ यू वुड से रिप्रेजेंटेटिव इन नेचर. सो यहाँ पे सबसे पहला आइडिया क्या ही होगा? इंक्रीज द साइज ऑफ द लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल. That is obvious, which has happened earlier also, and now both. So Central Legislative Council also and Provincial Legislative Council also, the size got increased. I am not giving you the number increase कि इतने से इतना हुआ. You just forget about it. Just to know that the size was increased. ठीक है. But जिस official majority, the official majority that we talked about, ठीक है, majority of the official, यहाँ पे भी will get to see that the official majority continued. So it got retained or it continued, especially in the CLC. लेकिन in the provincial one, because the non-official members were of course increasing, we had the non-official majority. तो ये एक चीज़ आप याद रख सकते हैं. उसके अलावा the deliberative functions of the legislative councils were increased. What do we mean by the deliberative function? Deliberation. It's like we can have more and more discussion. So increase in the deliberative function of both CLC and PLC. And how did they ensure that they are having an increase? For example, now the members could ask supplementary question also. Earlier, only one time question was allowed, no supplementary question. What is supplementary question? For example, you ask me something, I give you an answer, ठीक है. But let's say you want some other cross questioning, जो not cross questioning, actually one after the other if you say, ठीक है. So if I give you the answer, you still have certain questions in mind, or let's say from my answer only you get certain point that you still want clarification about. So you ask me supplementary question. So earlier that was not allowed. Here that was allowed, and therefore we say that there was increase in the deliberative function. The other thing, if you say that now they can move resolutions on the budget also, ठीक है, like proposals. पहले क्या था, सिर्फ बजट है, उस पर डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं, बट अब resolutions भी proposal भी दे सकते हैं, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. मतलब मोर ऑफ द deliberative function was there. ये एक चीज़ जो है वो हम याद रखेंगे. उसके अलावा if you also talk about a very now this point is actually very important. जैसे first time the Indians got associated in the executive council. Earlier they were integrating Indians or associating Indians in the legislative council, but here they integrated or associated Indians for the first time in the executive council of the viceroy and the governors. And who was the first Indian to join the viceroy's executive council? This name you will have to remember, and the name is सत्येंद्र प्रसाद सिन्हा. ठीक है, इनको एज अ लॉ मेंबर ज्वाइन करवाया गया था इन द वाइसरॉयज एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल. सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू विल हैव टू रिमेंबर. मूविंग ऑन द अदर थिंग्स, इफ वी सी दैट एक कम्युनल रिप्रेजेंटेशन का सिस्टम, व्हेन यू डू हिस्ट्री ऑफ कोर्स यू आर मोर क्लियर विद दीज आइडियाज, बट यहाँ पे हम इसको थोड़ा सा समझने की कोशिश करते हैं जस्ट इन शॉर्ट, बिकॉज विल हैव मोर ऑफ द थिंग्स कमिंग इन द लेटर फेज जब हम हिस्ट्री में करेंगे. कम्युनल representation to one group, to the Muslims. Why the grouping name becomes important? Because with each coming act further, like you know the different acts 1919 35, आप देखोगे ये communal representation has been increased to include the other groupings also, other communities also. तो इसलिए अभी यहाँ पे ये याद रखना है कि this communal representation was given for the Muslims here. हाउ कम्यूनल रिप्रेजेंटेशन, मतलब हम आपकी कम्युनिटी को रिप्रेजेंटेशन कर रहे हैं बाय इंट्रोड्यूसिंग द आइडिया ऑफ सेपरेट इलेक्टोरेट. व्हाट इज इलेक्टोरेट? हु आर द पीपल हु आर वोटिंग, बेसिकली द वोटर्स, ग्रुप ऑफ वोटर्स इज फॉर्मिंग द इलेक्टोरेट. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे व्हाट दे वर टेलिंग दैट द मुस्लिम मेंबर्स विल बी इलेक्टेड ओनली बाय द मुस्लिम वोटर्स. ओके, सो दैट इज द आइडिया ऑफ सेपरेट इलेक्टोरेट. विल स्टडी मोर इन द मॉडर्न इंडियन हिस्ट्री पोर्शन. एंड हु केम टू बी नोन एज द फादर ऑफ कम्यूनल इलेक्टोरेट? फादर ऑफ कम्यूनल इलेक्टोरेट आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. जिसके टाइम पे ये इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ, किसके टाइम पे इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ? हु वाज द वाइसरॉय? लॉर्ड मिंटो. सो ही केम टू बी नोन एज द फादर ऑफ कम्यूनल इलेक्टोरेट. बट व्हाट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट to the Muslims the communal representation or separate electorate system happened via the act of 1909. Okay, because with the further acts, as I told, things would be different. Also there were certain groupings which were given separate representation, like you know the Chamber of Commerce, universities, Zamindar, etc. But that is not that of an important point, so I'm not writing it here. But these points are like very, very important. But still, if you will see the analysis part of it, so you will understand the real power still remained with the governor and the council only. ठीक है, इन रियलिटी तो हम नहीं देख सकते हैं कि इंडियंस के पास बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसा कुछ पावर था, एक्सेप्ट थोड़ा बहुत रिप्रेजेंटेशन. एंड देन this separate electorate thing of course became a problem later, because the whole idea of communalism, the seed and everything, that led to the partition. So यहाँ से वो problem जो है, it of course created more and more of a problem. Now also the system that you will see, for example this communal representation अभी एक community को मिला है, आगे जाके और अलग अलग communities को भी मिल रहा था. So that created a problem in the further time also. Overall जो हम बात करेंगे, the representation of the people was not very much through this act, despite of the demand coming from the different branches of the Congress and of course the Indians, if you say so in that manner. तो ये हमने कर लिया 1909 का एक्ट. 1919 and 35 are very important, तो उसको हम आगे की क्लासेस में करेंगे. छोटा छोटा वीडियोज आई एम कीपिंग फॉर दीज एक्ट्स नाउ, सेपरेट वन, so that you are not overburdened with the act. Just quickly watch them if you want to increase the speed also, and just quickly watch them from the revision perspective. Although I am not just running for these topics, I am also teaching it, because I have not included it in either in the polity or the history playlist. So I thought this will be teaching come revision come PYQ solving session alongside. So I'll see you in the next video with the 1919 act. Take care. Bye bye.